it's going to start around the first baseman. This guy
Yes.
drafted, developed, got to the big leagues with the New York Mets. He's become a star in New York. He's shown everybody he can play, he can handle what New York brings. Tremendous in outside the baseline, outside the stadium. He's a huge. He does a lot with Tunnel of Towers. He donates a lot of his time and his money to different charities. He loves New York City, and I think it's ultimately important to go to Pete Alonso, and I mean now, and say, we want you back. All right, let's try to negotiate something that's going to work for us. And again, you're talking about Pete's got Scott Boras, and Scott's the best in the game at getting what his clients, he feels his clients deserve, and he does an amazing job of getting it. But I think you got to start there. And you can't, and again, next thing you got to do is you got to look at that starting pitching that came on and basically carry this team the last 6 weeks of the season. The job that Manaea, Severino, Quintana did. David Peterson, obviously he's going to be back, but that free agent pitching, you got to bring some of those guys back, because we saw this year you can't just go into spring training. So here's our 5 starters. John, it's going to take 7 or 8 or 9 of those guys. So you better sign some free agent plus guys that showed you they can pitch in New York, they can pitch at Citi Field, and they've got one of the things this team prided themselves in is their continuity as a unit. They love each other. They had more fun with being around each other. So why not resume that? Why not make it easy in spring training to hit the ground running with guys who know each other? So I just think it's important to try to sign, some of those free agent pitchers. And, from there, and I know I understand the money's big. It's not my money. I get it. But I just know it's important to bring some guys who have a familiarity with the organization, the city, the fan base, to start there. So I would like to see them bring not only Pete, but some of that pitching staff back.